Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today we will talk about the new features introduced in .NET Core 6.0, that is minimal APIs. And I will create a minimal API without using controller. So first of all, in your mind, get a questions like what is minimal API? Minimal APIs are used to create HTTP APIs with minimal dependencies, and they are ideal for microservices and apps that want to include only minimal files, features, and dependencies in ASP.NET Core. So in this video, the basics of building a minimal web API with ASP.NET Core. So just start with the minimal API with the Visual Studio 2022 and creating a new project. So just create a new project, and here you can see that web API. Just select the web API and click to next button, and here we have a web application too. So you can say that minimal web API and 6.0 long-term support, and you just unchecked this checkbox, that is use controller. So uncheck it to use minimal APIs. Okay, so here we have, and you can see that the project is loaded without any controller and the action methods. So here we have without any folder related to the controller and their actions method, and there is no models view and controller folder is there. Everything is inside in the program.cs file, and you can see that here we have a get action method for the weather forecast. So here we have a app.map get method. So here we have, okay, with the returning method, that is forecast. So just run this project by default, and you can see the Swagger output. Just after you can create a new list. Now in the endpoint to the post and the get on the data from the entity to do with the program.cs file without using controller and action, and return the list of the data. So here we have a list of the data that is for weather forecast, and just try it out and execute, and here we have the list of data. Okay, so if you want to create a post action method inside in the minimal APIs, there is a simple step to do with the you can say that okay, so with the in-memory database. So just create a new class, add a new class, that is employee class. Okay, so here we have employee class, and in which you can add employee ID and employee name. So here we have two data only, ID and employee name, and just create a db context file it here. So class employee db inherited with the db context, and you know that the db context is actually existing in the entity framework core package 6.0. so here we have a package Microsoft Entity Framework Core latest version, and also use this in-memory database. So Microsoft.Entity Framework Core.in-memory, there is the database name. Okay, so here we have ctor for the constructor, and initialize that db context options, and in which you can pass db context. Here we have the options, and initialize the base class constructor. Okay, so here we have, and also inside the db set you can add public db set employees, and just go for the employees, where you can set the set of, and in the t class you can set employee. Okay, so here we have, so only employee. Now just go for the next step is that is you have to add the connection string in the program.cs file. and here we have that add db context first of all. So just builder dot services dot add db context dot add db context, and in which you can set employee db and in which you can pass options dot use in memory database. So here we have use in memory database. Okay, so the name is in memory database name is employee data, employee list you can say. Okay, so how to use in memory database? So just add in NuGet package, manage NuGet package, and here we have Microsoft dot in memory Microsoft dot entity framework core dot in memory database. So just install it. Now after that you can create the post action method inside your in your program.cs file. First of all, just resolve this issue. Okay, now after that you have to after the get action method, or before just get action method, you can create a app dot map post. Okay, so here we have just define the path. First of all, that is the employees. Here we have employees asynchronous method, and in which you can pass both the data for the employee emp and comma employee db, that is the context. Okay, so here we have both item is there. Now in which you can set that is the underscore context dot employees dot add what emp, and the next is await context dot save changes, and here we have just return the employees list. So just return created after the result is created. So results dot created, and the dollar sign double quotation employees, and id is created actually. So here we have id, and what id that is emp.id, and here we have just pass emp. Okay, so this is the post action method to post the data into the minimal API. So just using the Swagger you can just save the data into the minimal API. So this is the simple example of the minimal API. You can just post the data. Some services are not able to constructed, while able to service descripted. That service type is minimal web API dot employee db lifetime scoped. Okay, implementation type that unable to resolve the service of type db context options. Okay. What is this? Unable to resolve service of type db context options. Okay. What is this? The db context. Here is the db context employees list. So here we have employee DB. There is a mistake. Just stop debugging and run it again. Okay, so the final output is there. So here we have a post action method, and you can see that just write out, and here we have a ID is 0, so just add, and the name is just in the form of the string. So you have to just add, that is employee name. What is the employee name? That is the my name is Jacob, so just execute it. So 201 is created, and the created is in the form of ID and the name Jacob. So thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to ASP.NET Core. Thank you very much.